Pizza Hut, we're all about pizza love. Each slice is made with care and quality ingredients, with mouth-watering flavors and the balance of softness and crunch in our crust. Feel the love in every bite of our pan pizza, only at Pizza Hut.
Well, this is just what the doctor ordered, isn't it? For both of them, but particularly Colmenares. Quite alarming, the state of him in the corner there. And we just saw it before he went away for the outbreak. He looked practically unconscious. He looks better now, but he's 4 points down now on 2 scorecards, 2 points down on the other. And if I were the corner, I'd be having a real close look at him, because if it starts to get hot and heavy for him in this round, they should stop it. Martial doing the right thing here. He doesn't need to do anything silly, does he? Because he's ahead. The only way this could go wrong is if he gets knocked out. So he doesn't need to be a hero. He'll want a big finish, but just pick those punches, stay tight, stay compact, don't give anything away.
Yes, he could actually just cruise through this one.
That's good works in the body from the pair of them. And if he gets over the line here, if nothing goes wrong in the final 2 minutes, this is such a valuable fight for Martial, because this is a really hard 10 rounds. Sometimes the fighter goes 10 rounds for the first time, but they have it their own way and they set the pace and they do what they want when they want. And this has not been that fight. This will do him so much good. He'll look back on it and feel that he made mistakes. Fighters always do. There are things to work on, but I mean, this is worth more to him than all the rest of his fights put together.
Totally agree.
And just the perfect kind of contest for this stage of his development as well. And we've said it before tonight, but the matchmakers need a lot of credit. The way they put together this card, it's been really, really good.
Every single fight has been competitive, and we might have just saved the best for last.
Another late flurry here by Yumir Marshall. He wants to end this with a flourish.
Final minute.
And Colmenares is on the verge of collapse right here. Just one strong finishing kick from Marshall. Colmenares is going to go down.
Here's that kick we were talking about. Yumir wants to win this in style.
He got knocked down. Marshall going down. He got careless. That's a second knockdown of the fight. Marshall going down once more.
That is amazing, and Colmenares is just going to throw everything at him now. He walks onto a left hand there as he was looking to land his own left hand, and Colmenares is going to throw everything he's got at him. If he can put him down one more time, then all of a sudden this gets really interesting. What a fight. What a fight. That was absolutely tremendous. And Colmenares there, just as you two were saying that Martial was trying to close him for the finish, and you were completely right. I was about to say that I really didn't want him to get it, because I wanted Colmenares to hear the final bell. He's given us so much. And then right on cue, he produced a knockdown. Fantastic. Brilliant, brilliant fight.
This has got to be one of the best fights of the year.
Oh, without a doubt. Marshall going down twice, once in the third round, another time in the 10th round, just as Colmenares was on, as we were saying, the verge of collapse. He had almost nothing left except a big fighting heart. But I thought Yumir Marshall's heart was bigger. And he's going to run away with a decision here. Going to be a close one, because Colmenares will have 2 10-8 rounds to his benefit. And let's see how far this goes.
Well, he was up by 2. He won round number 9. He's going to lose round number 10 by 10-8. So he should win it by 1.
Yeah, I think what we'll get here is 2 scores of 95-93 and 1 score of 94-94, I'd imagine. So a majority
Counter of the round brought to you by the Philippine Sports Commission.
Marshall was looking for a finish by knockout. And then he got tagged.
That was
A
a
left and then
1-2
a right.
combination.
Yeah, he got careless. He wanted the knockout. And he went down and see that stare of Marshall at Colmenares as he went down in the seat of his pants.
And it has made things so interesting because we feel like Marshall won that 9th round and that there wasn't too much doubt about that. But if one of the judges has seen that differently, then one of those 95-93s becomes another 94-94 and we'll get a majority draw. So it's not quite certain this. I think he's done enough, but that knockdown at the end, which I did not see coming at all. Let's put the cat amongst the pigeons here slightly.
That was just in the last few seconds of the entire fight.
Well, all three of us were convinced about the fact that Colmenares had no more punching power.
And remember, we were talking about Marshall's fight against Isaiah Hart when he went down 3 times. Got up 3 times to score a technical knockout in the 4th round. Got to work on his defense. Got to work on strengthening that chin.
But those vulnerabilities make him box office though. It's not ideal, I agree, but God, he's good to watch.
Here we go with the official verdict coming from Ted Lerner.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards, we are here to celebrate history, but tonight you saw what has to be one of the greatest fights in the history of Philippine boxing. So let's have another round of applause for 2 absolute warriors giving it their all. After 10 rounds of boxing in the middleweight division, we go to the scorecards. Judge Gerald Tamaldan scores the bout 94-94 even. Judge Arnie Nahara and Judge Jun Bei Jin score the bout 95-93. All for the winner, and now the WBC International Middleweight Champion from Zamboanga City, Philippines, Yamir Felix Marcial.
It was a majority decision.
That's right.
A majority decision. And the scores were as we thought they would be. So 2 95-93s, which translates into 7 rounds to 3 for Marcial, but you get the 2 points off of the 2 knockdowns, and a 94-94, so 6 rounds to 4, and that turns into a draw because of the 2 knockdowns. What a fight. What a fight. And that knockdown at the end, he'd have been a nervous man, wouldn't he, standing there? He'd have been a nervous man, and you can see what it means to him.
Congratulations to the champion, Yamir Marcial.
What a happy birthday gift for himself. Yamir Marcial turning 30 this day. Judge Gerald Tamaldan had it 94 all. Arnie Nahara had it 95-93 for Marcial. A majority decision victory for Yamir Marcial, despite going down twice in this fight. Once in the 3rd round, and that late knockdown in the 10th round caught everybody, especially Marcial, by surprise, I'll tell you that.
It absolutely did, and I'll tell you that.
Wait,
that
they're
is
talking
close
about
fight
a
because
rematch.
2 of the judges,
I
the
heard
2 who ended
rematch.
up with a 95-93s, they had him 3-1 up after 4 rounds, Yamir Marcial. You can make a strong case for 2-2 at that point, which is how the other judge had it. And if either of them had done that, then we'd have had a majority draw. I don't see anything wrong with that 94-94 myself. I see the 95-93, I'm not arguing with it, but I don't see anything wrong with that 94-94. That was just a fantastic fight. A fantastic fight. Colmenares, please sign him up for another fight that I'm covering soon, because he was tremendous.
Oh, Colmenares grabbing that trophy. What, is that his? Or is that Marcial's? But a great gesture of sportsmanship. I thought Eddie Colmenares deserves a rematch. I mean, what he did in this fight and what Marshall did also in this fight, both guys with big fighting hearts, especially Yumir Marshall, because he went down hard in round number 3, got up, survived, came back strong, went down again in the 10th round. It was just unbelievable.
Definitely a fight to remember here.
Well, as they say, the triumph of the human spirit. And that is the story of the Thrilla in Manila back in 1975, and now reliving that spirit 50 years later with Yumir Marshall.
I'll tell you, somebody who lived every punch of that is the man in the middle there, Sean Gibbons. You see him pacing around ringside, don't you, during fights? He's like a cat on a hot tin roof. He was down on a knee behind us at one point, I think, saying a kind of silent prayer. He really goes through it with them. He's so invested in it. It's great to see somebody who's been in the sport that long, who's still got such an enormous amount of passion for it. But, I mean, I'd absolutely like to see that again. I think Team Martial will probably move on. I wouldn't have thought they'd be particularly interested in a rematch, but for the neutral, for the spectators, for us, a rematch would be great.
Here's Yumir Marshall basking in the glory of the moment, and he now wears that belt, that strap, the WBC International Middleweight Championship. But to be honest, he needs to go back to the gym, work on his defense.
I've just been informed by Manny
Work on
Pacquiao,
strengthening that
the
chin.
man himself. We're already talking about a rematch. Somebody,
But I'll tell
you
you
want
what,
a rematch?
that fighting hard
Not
is gonna
tonight,
take
but
Yumir
sometime
Marshall
in the future.
a long way
Okay, not tonight.
in his boxing career. And look at him. The crowd loving history in the making in Thrilla in Manila golden anniversary. What an event. Thank you, Senator Manny Pacquiao. Boy, there's still one more fight to go, and that's the main event.
That was the co-main event you just witnessed. And let's see, we have really saved the best for last. Melvin Jerusalem, as he defends his WBC Strawweight Championship. But right now, let's go back to all the action we loved from round number 1.
Yumir Marshall quickly closing the gap. He found his range early, and I thought that Colmenares just didn't take advantage enough of that reach edge he had.
He really didn't, did he? He really didn't. It was as if after a couple of rounds he just thought, nah, never mind that. Forget that. I don't need to jab. I'll take my feet close and have a swing. And that's what made it such a great spectacle.
And he was very confident of his power, and it showed in round number 3 when he brought down Marshall. And he thought after that knockdown, I can take this guy. I can take him out. I don't need to fight from a distance. And there's Marshall going down. Round number 4. It got tougher and tougher.
This round number 4 was a very strong round here.
Look at them exchanging heavy bombs. One punch